Guys, it's Janice. Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited today because we're gonna unbox Apple's new M1 iPad Pro and take a first look at it together. So let's get started. So the form factor and design of this iPad Pro has remained pretty much the same all around. However, a big change to this iPad is the new Liquid Retina XDR display. It's absolutely stunning, but it's hard to capture the beauty of the display on video. It's just as stunning as my iPad Pro 2020, if not more. I do feel like the average layperson is not really going to notice a huge difference, especially for students who are really just looking to use the iPad as a note-taking device. I do have the paper-like screen protector on my old iPad since I do digital note-taking and planning, and the screen protector makes a huge difference to the experience. But I did peel it off to show you a hopefully better comparison. One thing that I did notice is that the XDR display has a more noticeably blue-toned white as opposed to the Liquid Retina of my iPad Pro 2020, which has a warmer white. Both have True Tone display on. Here is an example of what I'm talking about. I have my digital notebooks compared on both displays. Aside from display, the new M1 iPad Pro is also a tiny bit thicker and heavier than the previous generation, but the differences are pretty negligible. Now, first impressions of the speed. The new iPad features the M1 chip, and wow, my first impression is that it's just incredibly fast even compared to my previous generation iPad Pro. I'm certainly not an expert who tests benchmarks and whatnot, but the average person would be able to recognize just how fast this device is. The biggest shock came to me when I was testing out importing large textbooks into GoodNotes, which is something you might be interested in seeing if you're a prospective digital note taker. The M1 iPad Pro is extremely fast when it comes to importing textbooks, as you can see in this comparison. My previous gen iPad Pro does lag behind quite a bit. The M1 iPad Pro is even more noticeably faster when importing this PDF file that has around 5,300 pages. So overall, I'm pretty impressed by the M1 chip for this purpose. However, I do want to say that while the speed and power of the M1 are great, I feel like most iPad users and note takers are not going to use the chip to its fullest potential, especially if they're just annotating textbooks, taking notes, and doing other light tasks like reading and watching videos. These tasks can be done well on any of the iPads, including the previous gen iPad Pro. I also want to point out that the reason why I upgraded from the iPad 7th gen to the 12.9 is mainly because of the screen size and the ability to split screen more effectively and efficiently, not necessarily for the performance. But of course, having the M1 just makes the device more future-proof as Apple moves forward with this new line of processors. Along with the new iPad Pro is the brand new white Magic Keyboard, which just looks stunning. So here's a little ASMR unboxing of the keyboard. I honestly really love the Magic Keyboard in this white color, but I think it would get dirty really easily with heavy usage. It gives your entire iPad setup a nice, sleek vibe. The white Magic Keyboard is also compatible with iPad Pros dating back to the 3rd generation, which would be the iPad Pro 2018. The keyboard functionality remains virtually the same. It's a dream to type on and does overall give your iPad a more MacBooky feel with the touchpad and finger gestures. My only gripe with the Magic Keyboard is that if I want to switch from typing to writing and vice versa, I have to remove the iPad from the keyboard itself and then put it back on, etc. I would have loved if the keyboard was a flexible case that allowed you to write without taking the iPad off the case. With the new iPad Pro, we also have some other changes, including a new 12 megapixel camera and 5G. Which are some awesome upgrades that I can talk about in a future review if you'd like. However, for this video, I just wanted to focus on new changes that are more relevant to students. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and first look at the new M1 iPad Pro. Let me know in the comments what you think about this device. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and turn on your bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I'll see you guys next time.